Welcome to S.M Counselling, where we dive into and discuss mental health. Before we get into it, we would like to introduce ourselves. Stay tuned. I wanted to be a scientist, but unfortunately, I was not good in mathematics and science, so that whole dream just literally fell out of the window. But one thing that has been consistent throughout my life is that I have always wanted to be a CEO of a company, particularly my own company. So yeah, one day is one day.
I wanted to be a astronaut. I wanted to be a social worker. I wanted to be a vet. It's a lot of the things are in the sciences. Actually, when I think about it now, towards the end of high school, I was really interested in neurology. So, yeah, high hopes for myself. But yeah.
I would definitely say Titanic. I could repeat the movie a million gazillion times and not get bored.
I don't really enjoy watching TV, and I don't really like movies, but I did go through the Game of Thrones phase. So, yeah, me and TV screens, no. I do enjoy watching documentaries though, so documentaries and yeah, things linked to that. So.
For me, I would say farm because I am a peaceful person. So I cannot imagine myself living in a noisy area for the rest of my life. I also like the idea of waking up and seeing nature, seeing animals close by, and the idea of having a big yard, you know.
Farm, definitely. I love the outdoors. I love starry nights and moon gazing and yeah, farm.
I would say the ability to be empathetic because I believe that if you are empathetic, you're able to be kind, you're able to be caring, you're able to be non-judgmental, and you're able to be a helping person, which I think is very important, especially today where many people are going through a lot.
So I think it would be my tendency to always have plan B, plan C, plan D, and plan E in the works, and just the planning part of things. Planning is very important to me. I don't leave anything to chance. It's very seldom that I wing things. So yeah, it would be my ability to plan. So planning ahead is very important.
I would definitely say when my son was born.
I would say my happiest moment would be actually I didn't my birth was not even a normal birth, but my happiest moment would actually be when the nurse handed me my son. That would be my happiest moment because I honestly did not think I was going to see the end of that pregnancy. A lot happened during that pregnancy. I did not think my son was going to see the end of the pregnancy, honestly speaking. Health-wise, we were both fine, but yeah, I just had a lot of fears and past experiences with me having gone through a miscarriage. I was just holding thumbs that I'll make it through the end of that pregnancy. So
I would say when my dad was involved in a car accident when I was in primary school, and he was hospitalized for quite a while, I would say that was a very sad time for me and my family.
Walking into a hospital and sitting by the hospital bed and not being recognized. My loved one did not know who I was, couldn't even say my name, couldn't remember me basically, couldn't speak very well, and that would have to be my saddest moment, having to experience someone deteriorates to that extent. So yeah.
Last song you listened to, Can You Stand the Rain by New Edition.
Let me just make sure I remember the artist. Yes, okay, so it's Lines by the Hicks. I think it's the Hicks or Hicks. I don't know if it's the Lines or Lines by the Hicks, but that is the last song.
There isn't really a lot that I would change about myself, or anything rather, but I do wish that I could be mean to people who are mean to me sometimes.
I think one thing that I'm actively working on, I've been lucky enough to be very self-aware about my negative and positive traits, and I've made mention to many people about my orphalizing tendencies. So orphalizing is basically when things go south, you make them seem like they've gone even further south than they really are. So you make things out to be even worse than they really are at that time. And that is something that I'm actively working on, trying to be more more positive than negative about outcomes that don't really go in my favor, maybe. So yeah, if I could change one thing, it would be that I would not be so extreme in my view of things that are not going my way.
Funny, stupid things make me laugh the most.
Hey, I am a very, very sarcastic person, so whoa, my sense of humor is very bright as well. So it doesn't really take much to make me laugh. If you have a good personality and a very quick sense of humor, hey, you and
I would say I imagine myself sipping on cocktails, basking in the sun, sitting in front of a beach or a gigantic swimming pool.
do something for it. This is going to be very weird, but I think if I could just sit down with someone who could help me just sort out my finances. I'm not saying I'm in debt, Just now you guys think that I have SARS on my back or something. No. But like if someone could just sit me down and like have an in-depth conversation with me about my finances, and just help me plan out my financial future, yeah, that would be really awesome. Over like a nice chilled glass of wine or a really good cocktail, and you just bring out my finances and we be just planning everything out together. I think that would be really awesome. Yeah.
Number one, I hated when people think they are better than other people. Number two, I also hated when people just don't see anything wrong with disrespecting another person.
My number one pet peeve is the sound of chewing. I can't stand the sound of swishing food or gum, or just the I can't stand it. I can't, especially if it's gum. Nothing gets under my skin like listening to someone chewing gum. That is number one. Number two, I'd have to think about number two, because number one I mentioned quite a few times. If you know me, you know I can't stand the sound. Number two, I can't stand small talk. So it is small talk and chewing. Actually, it's chewing, small talk, late responses.
Thank you for watching. We hope that you now have a better idea of who we are. Please remember to subscribe, like, and also comment if you have anything you would like to share with us.